Welcome back to my whiskey pick of the week. You know I'm Eric the Whiskey Guy, and as always, as usual, and as expected. Oh, am I bringing you a treat this week? And this week is definitely no different. This week is what we're keeping it a little in-house. We're keeping it in-state. We're gonna travel to the other side of Florida. We're gonna try one of their local distilleries. Ladies and gentlemen, this week we're gonna be trying the Kozuba high wheat rye whiskey, and I'm kind of excited about this. I haven't been on that side. It's actually made in the St. Pete, Tampa area, so I haven't had a chance to go check out the distillery. But when I think of St. Pete and Tampa, whiskey is definitely not the first thing that comes to mind. If I would say that area would have like a spirit or alcohol type theme to it, I would probably put it in the rum category. But this week we're gonna be trying some whiskey, so I'm definitely excited about that. Now we can see if it kind of holds up locally, if it holds up statewide. We'll see if it holds up regional, nationwide, or even worldwide. We can actually call this a worldwide type whiskey because it's made in St. Pete by way of Poland. So back in 2005, the Kozuba family, because their distillery is the Kozuba and Sons Distillery, their family, they started in 2005 in Poland. They started making what you would call a traditional fruit cordial. Now I tried to look it up, and basically it's like a fruit syrup that you can add like a vodka, rum to it. So it kind of sounds like back in 2005 they were making their own type of version of some Mad Dog 2020. That's what it sounds like to me when you got fruit cordials and syrups added to it. But they also started making vodka. Now back in 2005, if you trying to make vodka, that was a good time to make vodka because it was very hot, but it was a competitive market. They were competing with Grey Goose. They're competing with Belvedere, that's actually made in Poland, and then you got Russian vodkas that you're trying to compete with. So they did that for a few years and said, you know what, let's jump in the whiskey business. So around, I want to say 2012, they started making their own whiskeys. But then in 2012, you're in the European area, and you're competing with Irish whiskeys. You're competing with Scotch and also Japanese whiskey. So they did that for a couple years. Then they decided to make their way across the pond and come over to Florida. So in a nutshell, it kind of sounds like it was a family-owned business trying to find their lane, and it seems like they keep getting the short end of the stick. Now we'll see how it is. It's 90 proof. They say it on the bottle that is handcrafted, grain to glass. Grain to glass just basically means that the whole process from the ingredients to the bottle that they put it in, all of it is done right there at the distillery. So I'm taking that they took some of their Polish, culture, some of their ingredients, and just kind of gave it a Florida flavor to it. But this is actually it's 7 years, so this bottle was actually made here. All the ingredients was made right over there in the St. Pete area. So it is a bona fide Floridian whiskey, and we'll just see how it holds up. I kind of got an idea, maybe like a hybrid from basically your scotches to your Irish whiskeys, probably a little bit of Tennessee rye, all mixed in one. That's pretty much my expectations on it. but we'll see how it goes down. But definitely got a nice little whiskey smell to it. Kind of got like a little bourbon on the nose. Oh, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. It's I would say this is it's like a Scotch slash with a little bit of whiskey. It's very smooth and it hits you like whiskey. I would actually recommend this. I'm kind of glad that I did this one. Just the other day, I got an email from ABC, and they said made in Florida just for you, and it had a bottle of the Kabuka right there on it. So I was glad that I already had it. I probably had this bottle for a couple months now, so I'm kind of glad that I did get a chance to crack it open. If you go to ABC, I don't know if it's like at Total Wines. I haven't seen it in any of the independent liquor stores, but at ABC they definitely got it. I believe it's like a $32 bottle. They probably got it on sale for probably about $25. But it's definitely better than I thought. It met my expectations. It got a smooth feel down. In the category that it's in, 90 proof, around $30. I give it a good 7.5. I give it a 7.5. So this is a great bottle. If you see it, it kind of sticks out. If you look on the sides, they got a couple of the Poland army men from back in the Roman days, back when probably Alexander the Great was the commander. So just look on the side. If you see it, grab this one. I'm sure they got a few more. This is the high wheat rye. So this is one that I would recommend. Down the line, I'm sure we'll probably do their straight just whiskey. But for right now, this is what we got. This is my pick of the week. We're gonna do it all again.